It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Eagles and the Bears, and it's all up next.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense that seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change of quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
The offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Running right, here's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
On first down, Fields. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Running left, Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Fields now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Hurts. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fields on 3rd down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's going to go up top again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
That's complete to Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Daniel Jones, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Deontay Johnson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes there for Trevor Lawrence. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bears, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
19 Tigers.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another run here with Sanders. And some space here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Going for it with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
19 Tiger.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Another run with Sanders. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ready.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on fourth down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play. And boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Fields throw here into the hands of Harry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Have the 60. Have the 60.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll run with Sanders. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Sanders will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. And they take a knee.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 9-play drive. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Of this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Philadelphia, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another road test next week